Hi guys, after a tremendous success of our socio-political classes and public administration classes, we are happy to launch our third module-wise classes for General Studies Paper 3, Section 2, which is basically your Advanced Science and Technology. So, why this portion now? This portion we are starting now because of multiple reasons. The most important reason is the students' fear. ಸರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ ನನಗೆ ಏನದು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. The reason why students are having this fear is, sir, there are two things. One is real fears, other one is imaginary fear. When I say imaginary, sir, ನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. How can I read all the diseases? ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು diseases ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಓದಿ ಸರ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಗುನ್ಯಾ ಅಂತಾನೆ, ಡೆಂಗ್ಯೂ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು diseases ಅಂತಾರೆ. So many diseases are mentioned here, sir. How do I read all of these diseases? Or this biotechnology ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ biotechnology ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. How can I read all of this? So this is kind of a real fear. Other one is imaginary fear, which is like, sir, I will never understand because I am from a so and so background where I never studied science after my 10th standard. So, sir, the thing that you need to understand is all of this, whatever is provided here, it is not testing your total absolute science knowledge as to whether you can become a scientist or not. All that we are seeing is whether you are able to understand the basic terminologies, whatever is mentioned here, and whatever is required for this examination. That is the most important thing. So, when I say what is required for this examination, we need to break down the topic to its constituent parts. When I say what is the constituent parts, you say, for example, the most important thing which student asks, sir, so many diseases, how do I read all of this? Sir, it relates in, as I said, blocking it down to micro topics or to its constituent parts. Take whichever disease you want to read. Read it like this. The disease, causative agent. What causes this disease? Causative agent. Next, once the disease comes, what are the symptoms of it? Once the symptoms are there, what are the treatment for this one? If any, what are the government of India measures that the government of India is taking to treat these diseases? And then, ಇಲ್ಲಿ causatively ಬಂದಾಗ, learn the agents, whatever the causes, symptoms, and the treatments. And before all of this, what you can do to prevent it in the first place. Just like how you need to join our Inspiro science module to prevent the fear of science and technology. So join to prevent the thing, and then same way learn all of this to prevent the diseases. So that is how you need to practice. You need to break it down everything. And then second thing, as I said already, the terms. Sir, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, how do I remember? Sir, if you know the topic properly ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ automatically you will learn the terms also. Obvious, correct or not, sir? See, diseases ಅಂತ ಹೋದಾಗ causative agent ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು word ಏನಿದೆ, that you will automatically learn. Prevention, yes, so and so preventive measures, so you will automatically learn. So that is how you need to practice. ಇದು first do, sir. Second do, as I said, what makes the difference to get a good marks? Someone is getting 6 marks and I am getting 6.5, or I need to make it to 8.5 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, what makes the difference ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ your thinking capabilities. The thinking capabilities cannot be developed overnight. So tomorrow I'll write my first answer and that will be the best answer which anyone will write ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, no, it won't happen that way. Over a period of time, you need to cultivate your thinking capabilities to groom your answers in a better way so that your answers stand apart. ಇವಾಗ say for example, just the importance of livestock in the national and state economy. See, usually what we see is the answers will be like, they are support agriculture, or they provide year long on the milk production irutte, or they provide what is called as on the nutritional support everybody, and then they'll say it is export oriented and we can get export earnings, or it will support the rural economy. Fair enough, these are not wrong answers, but what stands apart anta andre, this livestock anta yenide, this will even support income generation from a marginal land. Even from a marginal or a small piece of land, you can earn income. That is first thing. Or second thing is, this is not seasonal, whereas your agriculture is seasonal irutte, but this livestock it is not seasonal. Therefore, year long income ide. Coupled with that one, seasonal migration, what we observe usually in the rural areas, that is controlled. Seasonal migration control agutte. That is second thing. And then third thing is cash flow. See, usually in a rural area, with respect to agriculture anta bandre, you do agriculture for 3 to 4 months, then you'll have a lump sum income. Then again 3 to 4 months you have something kind of a low phase where you have to replenish the same amount. But whereas this livestock in the bandaga, there is continuous cash flow. So coupling all of this, when I say coupling all of this ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, like marginal land income, seasonal income, I mean the seasonal ildira, the complete seasonal diversification in ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, that one, and then avoidance of migration and continuous cash flow. If I merge all of this, can I write it as a risk diversification? So see, this term stands apart. Livestock, whatever is there, this helps us in risk diversification in the agriculture, thereby impacting the entire rural economy. So this stands apart. So this can be learned only by practice and by analytical thinking, which can be developed over a period of time, and exposure to this kind of a thinking. So this thing you will not get overnight. This requires practice. So how do I practice? That is why we have developed what is our unique what do you call it, a trademark kind of a thing, where it has helped hundreds of students to write better answers and clear this examination. So how do we do that? as I said already in the last two modules, which I worked for all the students whoever were there in that modules. How do we do that one? The entire section, whatever is there, 7 to 8 chapters, we have divided into topic wise: plants, croplands, forest species, medicinal species. Like this, we have divided. So these are the classes. So entire 7 to 8 units are divided into approximately 20 classes. After every class, you will be given 5 questions. So you have to answer one question in the classroom itself, and remaining 4 questions you will take it home, write it, and submit it the very next day. So that given all the time and energy, how good is your answers? We will check that one. See, usually what happens, students come to a test series, they write 3 4 questions, and the remaining questions they just leave it like that only, saying that, sir, I don't know the answer. If you don't write anything, if you don't put pen on the paper, how do we give the feedback? That is why we are making it a habit that you need to compulsorily write, take all the time you want, write these 4 questions back at home and say that, sir, this is my best answer. So we will show you what are the issues with that answer, thereby help you to fine tune your answer writing, so that by the time you finish the complete course, you would have written approximately 100 to 120 questions on every topic. Like all topics put together, you would have written so many top questions on this entire section of 8 units. So thereby your vocabulary irbodu or your language irbodu, everything would have got fine tuned. Then this entire unit ali, prati unit guno we will be giving topic wise question, and after a period of 3 to 4 units, whichever is comfortable, we will give one mini test, so that to recapitulate and revise your entire learning of the first half. The second half, once again, another 3 4 units we complete it, one more mini test, and at the end we will complete it with a full length test for the entire section, so that by the time you finish this module, you should be capable to write a better answer which stands apart to take your marks from say 6 to 6.5 to 8 to 8.5. This is our strategy, and this is easily doable provided you prepare in a systemic manner and learn on the terminologies in a better way now. Why better way now? The thing is, sir, see this paper in section 2 of paper 3, this has two parts. One is static part, other one is dynamic part. If you know static part properly, then automatically dynamic part will can be added later date. If you do not know the static part only, then dynamic part cannot be added. So finish your dynamic part, learn all the terms properly, then automatically your dynamic part, whenever it comes, you will be able to write better. So to give you another example, say for example, welfare programs in India or foreign women development programs in India. So instead of like say foreign women, let me take MG Narega only. As I said already, to think out of the box with respect to like livestock, whatever I said, the same thing can be added to MG Narega also. If any questions on MG Narega come, students usually write 100 days of work at the village level or the migration, etc., etc. But the most important thing that the students usually forget is MG Narega is having equal pay for equal work. Meaning to say, whatever the discrimination that the women workforce used to face, especially in the village areas and in the unorganized sector, which was totally rampant, that equal pay for equal work was not there, or it is not there even today also. MG Narega has brought in that equal pay for equal work, thereby changing the both mindset of the people in the village area and empowering women demand what is called as equal pay for equal work. So this kind of thinking will make your answer stand apart, thereby you will get extra marks, pushing your score to the higher bracket, thereby making your selection easier. So we'll be launching this batch from the October 19th. Join it, make the fullest use of it, so that your selection becomes more clear. Thank you.